Make our first trip out to Clearwater right now and talk to East Carolina pitcher, first team all-conference in 2024, Wyatt Lunsford-Shenkman, joining us on the Pirate Radio Live line. Wyatt, appreciate your time. How you doing, man?
Doing great. Can't complain out here in Clearwater, Florida. It's been great.
Good deal. What's Monday like for you guys as you get ready for a Tuesday game? You getting any work in on this Monday? Y'all relaxing? What are you players up to?
Yeah, we're getting work in for sure. Woke up this morning, grabbed some breakfast, and then hopped on the bus, headed over, hit batting practice, did some defensive stuff, and then got a quick lift in, and now we're back at the hotel just hanging out.
Well, the number one question everybody wants to know from you, Wyatt, is how's your health right now? Will we see you on the mound coming up here these next few days?
Yeah, feeling good. I think that's the plan. We're going to get me back out there, and I'm ready to go, feeling good, so excited for it.
Yeah, we saw you one outing a couple of weeks ago, but you have had a lot of time off here. Has that been a positive thing for you, Wyatt? With a lot of innings this year so far, a lot of great innings from you, to maybe get a little time off for rest and to recoup a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you want to be back out there, but it's a team game, and I'm going to do whatever's best for the team to win. So that's the plan always.
And in your absence, in Zach Roop's absence, guys have to step up. One of those, a new face, at least on the mound, Colby Wallace. A lot of Pirate fans were excited to see him out there on Friday. How about that performance, Wyatt? And did you know that he had that in him?
Yeah, we had definitely seen before in like pitcher hitters and inter squads, but that was amazing to watch. I was actually on the chart during the time, so being able to just be really close to him and watch that was huge for the pitching staff and him as an individual, just being able to get out there and help the Pirates out.
No doubt, and hoping to see maybe more of him on the mound as well. Can you tell us how is the lefty Zach Root coming along? Will we expect to see him on the mound this week?
I'm not really sure about that. I don't really have an answer for you there, but I know me and him have worked side by side through this whole entire deal, and we're there for each other, and we're just going to do what's best for the team, and we're going to get back out there when we feel that we can help the team.
Wyatt, I know the ultimate goal for you guys are team goals, but how about to see your name on the all-conference team, first team, along with your sidekicks, Treya Savage, Justin Wilcoxon, Carter Cunningham, Jacob Jenkins-Cowart, Riley Johnson, a ton of Pirates on that first team. But what does that honor mean to you personally?
Yeah, I mean, it's great to be able to see your name up there, but that really doesn't matter to us that much. We're here to win. We're here to break down that door. So we look at it, we acknowledge it, we see it's cool, and then back to work, head down.
Yeah, last week heard from JC and Dixon, also Austin Knight and Cliff Godwin here on Pirate Radio. And, man, coming off 5 straight losses, guys were very upbeat, hey, we know what's ahead of us, not a big deal, we're going to take care of business here, and you guys did just that with a sweep over Rice. So I don't know, there really wasn't any big meetings or anything like that after the 5-game losing streak. Wide, it was kind of just business as usual. You guys knew you would get back on track basically.
Yeah, absolutely. I know Coach has talked about it before, and I'm sure players have too, but this is the closest group that I've ever been a part of here at my time at East Carolina, and we hit a little funk. We got back to work. We just put our head down and got back to Pirate baseball, just got back to playing for each other and being selfless pretty much.
Well, Cliff talked about it publicly last week and said, hey, we still think a top 8 is possible for this team. So clearly you guys are at least looking at maybe where you are as far as top 16, top 8. Is that a discussion you guys have at all? Because you want to take care of business, but also you want to make sure you're home and not somewhere like Charlottesville like you were last year. So are you guys talking about that at all?
We know it's a thing, but we're not putting an emphasis on it. We're just putting an emphasis on winning the game tomorrow and then going from there. But it's one day at a time at this point. Whatever happens, happens. We're going to play Pirate baseball, and that's it.
Wyatt Lunsford-Shenkman joining us here on the Pirate Radio Live line. We'll hear from a couple of his teammates coming up later on this program. But Wyatt, as we get ready for this tournament, a lot of familiar teams obviously on the docket for you guys. You'll get ready for a 12:30ish, 1 o'clock start time with Rice coming up. You just saw those guys, so I don't know what's your take on the Owls and what's going to take to beat them 4 times in a row.
I think we're just going to have to keep playing the baseball that we did last weekend and stick together as a team. But they're a good team. They're going to want to come out and beat us. It's hard to beat a team 4 times, so if we play our game, we'll be good.
And you avoid the 9 a.m. game, Wyatt. I know you'll play anytime, anywhere, whatever time they tell you to play. But are you glad you're not in that 9 a.m. time slot for Tuesday?
Yeah, I think everybody's kind of glad we're not playing at 9 a.m. Get up and get a good breakfast in, and then have almost just like a normal schedule for like breakfast, and then get on the bus and head over instead of having to wake up earlier.
No doubt. ECU and Rice will go in game 2. It'll be UAB Wichita State at 9, followed by ECU and Rice, and then the 2 later games, Charlotte and UTSA, FAU, and Tulane will play coming up on Tuesday evening. And I know you guys want to win, and one reason for that is a day off on Wednesday, right? Right, Wyatt?
Absolutely. Playing for the off day, playing for rest and recovery, and using less pitchers, getting the position players off their feet. So always playing for that off day.
Wyatt, you put yourselves in a good spot here, so take advantage of that. Good luck to you guys, and we'll catch up with you again soon, man.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
All right, there is Wyatt Lunsford-Shenkman. Sounds very confident, and also hopes to get on the mound at some point this week. Sounds like he's enjoyed the recovery, at the same time chomping at the bit to get back on the mound. Right now, we'll head out to the Pirate Radio Live line and talk to East Carolina pitcher and second teamer, all AAC this season. First teamer here at Pirate Radio, he is Danny Beal joining us. DB, how you doing today, man?
This is Danny Simpson reporting from Clearwater.
Danny Simpson, how's Homer and the family?
They're doing well. Bart's out playing basketball with his buddies right now. We're all good.
I told my wife when I saw that you liked that tweet, I was glad, because I think I did it Friday night, and I didn't get a like from you until like Saturday, and I was like, I hope I didn't make him mad. But, Dan, you got a good sense of humor, so I figured you'd enjoy it.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's been weekends in the past where I don't really go on Snapchat or Instagram or Twitter or anything until the weekend's over, just because I've got family in town or stuff going on to where I just don't really have time to do it. But I liked and saw a couple tweets from a few different people, and yours was one of the first ones that caught my eye, just because I was like, what the heck is that?
I compared Danny's form to Marge Simpson, and if you want to see the picture, it is pretty similar. Did you see that, Brandon Manning, who joins? What's up, B-Man?
Hey, DB, what's going on, buddy?
Going on?
Nothing much.
I'll pull it up for you real quick. So what's today, Danny? Is today a work day, a rest day? What have you guys been up to?
It's a little bit of everything. We had breakfast this morning, went over to the field and took some BP for a little bit. Did like the cold kind of thing where we go to the main field, take IO, do pop flight communication, all that good stuff. And pitchers got their throwing in, position players got their work in, just a normal day. And then went and lifted at this CrossFit gym that our strength coach, Dennis Wilson, found, and got a good lift in, and got the rest of the day to kind of relax. And then we're going to go do a dinner tonight, team dinner, and then we'll watch, I think, a movie, believe it or not, after dinner, and then have curfew and get ready to go tomorrow.
I'm sure we've asked, Danny, what's your favorite baseball movie?
I've always liked The Rookie with Dennis Quaid. That was always one of my favorite ones when I was little. I mean, you can't go wrong with Sandlot or stuff like that, but I think The Rookie is probably my favorite.
Is that going to be you in a few years after you get done coaching? You just come back throwing like 98 with no pain?
Oh, if you guys saw the Pack the Jungle tweet the other day, I struck out the guy to end the 8th inning against Rice, and Pack the Jungle put together some sort of tweet where it was like, this is just the guy that got home from a hellacious day of work to go home, put on his fuzzy slippers, and get in his recliner and have a glass of whiskey. And then AK actually quote tweeted and said that is totally accurate. So for all we know, it could be right now.
Yeah, Danny is the rookie now. Yeah, that was a great tweet, by the way. But Danny, great job the other night and this season, man. The Pirates have called on you and counted on you a lot, and you have come through just about every single time. And I know you're going to say you're feeling fine, but I'll ask anyway. How's the arm holding up at this point in the season?
It's good. It's seriously, and for everybody that's been asking for the last few weeks, it is good. I've obviously been in better shape, but Coach G says it all the time where we're, the best day you're going to feel here is opening day, which is the case for a lot of us. But at this point in the season, we know what we're playing for. I mean, obviously we had 11 seniors last week be honored on senior day. So we got a lot of people to play for that put a lot into this program. And I think at this point with all the guys that are banged up, they're just kind of turning their brain off and just going to work. And we're playing for everything this week. I mean, every game means something, whether that's for the chance to host a regional or a super regional or just to win the conference tournament. But our plan is to be here all week and obviously win the whole thing and play a couple more games with Clark LeClaire.
Danny Beal joining us. He's feeling better than Vladimir Guerrero Jr. right now, who just scored from first, and give that big man some oxygen.
With the mitten half on.
He got around them bases, though. Danny, it was a couple of weeks ago you had a long and solid outing against Tulane, and AK and Cliff joined us the next day here on Pirate Radio, and I believe they said you went to them and say, hey, I'm feeling good, give me the ball like however long you need. I'm good. And I'm just wondering, would you do that 3 or 4 years ago, or now that you're a veteran and have the relationship you do with them, is the line of communication a little more open maybe now than previously?
Yeah. I mean, I'd be lying if I said it wasn't. I vividly remember, Coach G probably didn't remember this. I vividly remember when I was a freshman, we had obviously just gotten the chance to host a regional, and Charlotte was the 2 seed, and we had Wiz going on Friday and then Gavin going on Saturday, and we had thrown a couple of our arms, and we were going into Sunday. And if you remember, as there always is, there's weather when we host a regional. So there was a long rain delay on Sunday, and I texted Coach Godwin that morning or either Saturday night, one of the two, and said, hey, I'm ready to go. Like, I can, give me the ball, that kind of thing. And he was like, yeah, you'll get a chance. And obviously I didn't pitch again the rest of the year. So there's one thing that happened when I was a freshman. But now, as opposed to now, when I throw 30 pitches on Saturday, 10 or so or 30 pitches on Friday, 10 or so pitches on Saturday, I'm like, just knowing how much, this team has meant to me, the players have meant to me, I think I just put myself in a mindset where it was like, I'll just do whatever it takes to win. And if that's me not throwing at all, okay. If that's me throwing 100 pitches, okay. And so I texted Coach Knight that morning and was like, hey, I feel just as good as I did Friday. I've got us today. It doesn't matter what it takes. I'll do whatever you want me to do. And obviously Chris started and gave us some quality innings, and I just came in and just did what I needed to do. And whether, like I said, that was go one inning, get us out of a jam, or go up 6 and some change is what I did. But whatever Coach Knight or Coach G wanted me to do, I was going to do just because I wanted to win. And obviously we didn't pull it out, but I think it's one of those things where, like I was saying earlier, it doesn't really matter how you feel as long as you just turn your brain off and go compete. That's what it's all about.
Danny, these last few weeks, have you been really taking it in? I mean, going down there, is the beach day? I know y'all got a beach day planned. I'm sure y'all go down there for a little bit and, throw the Palombos around the water a few times. Is it a little bit sweeter this year? I mean, is it a little bit, are you reminiscing any? Are you, just taking it all in a little bit? I mean, I talked to your dad the other day and your mom, and your dad was just cool. I mean, your mom was like a wreck. She was complaining about her jungle jump, and but he was taking it in, and I wanted to ask you the same thing. Are you just saying, hey, this is it, I got this, this is my family, my everything right here? I mean, what is your thought process as this is finishing up for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think that pretty much embodies it. I mean, I've learned from some great, obviously, teammates, but pitchers in particular in years past, whether it's Tyler Smith, Cam, and Matt when I was a freshman, or Spivey and Taylor throughout the years, or even Gavin, where it's just like the amount of stuff that we do together and the amount of hard stuff that we do together and all of the hard work that we put in, it's not fair to anybody for the seniors and the guys that don't have any eligibility left or have the chance to get drafted and not to put everything you have into it and play for, obviously, a championship. And we're blessed and able to do that every single year, obviously. But when it comes to this week, I think it's not only me, but I mean, obviously the senior parents are going through it, probably even more so than we are. At least we actually get to play. They're the ones that have to watch and bite their nails whenever a big situation comes up. But my dad was telling me that he was talking to Carter Cunningham's dad, and his dad's been obviously emotional just because it's his last year, and having played with Zach, and obviously Zach's dad passing these last few years have been emotional for everybody involved. But no, I mean, we're staying at the same hotel I did when I was a freshman. I'm getting a room with Riley Johnson, who I roomed with the past couple of years when we were here, so it's kind of nice. It's been a little nostalgic, but I mean, I've won here, we've won here. We've also lost the first game and we came all the way back. We've also went 1-2 here, so I've experienced almost every bit you can of this tournament. But I'm just so blessed that we're in the position that we are and have the opportunity to play for a championship. And like I said, as long as we can just go out and play our game, and I was telling Brian Bailey earlier, if we can just do what we need to do and take care of our business and just do our job, we're going to end up hosting a regional and hopefully hosting a super regional and winning the tournament and playing a few more games in the greatest baseball city in the country.
Danny Beal joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line, live from Clearwater. You can go get you a Danny Beal shirt or a shirt autographed by Danny Beal at Shimmer. Only 100 shirts available, and some have already gone. So head over to Shimmer. They have all of the Pirate autographs on a Jungle Nation shirt. They are $100, and proceeds from the shirts will support ECU Baseball NIL. And Danny, with everything going on surrounding the 23 club and NIL, you've been able to experience some of that, and has helped you guys out as players in that ECU baseball program.
Yeah, and you guys have been a big part of that with what all of you guys and Ellerby have done for us with John Gordon stuff, for having signings at restaurants in Washington, and obviously having us on each week has been an honor and a privilege to hang out with you guys and be able to kind of tell the player side and the baseball side, but also the personal side of what we go through every day and hang out. And obviously we all have a great relationship with each other and love going on and talking to you guys. But it's just been like I said, an honor and a privilege being able to be with you guys, make money off our name, image, and likeness. But it's not about that. I mean, you can ask any of the guys that you have on. It's not about that. It's just about playing for each other and winning baseball games. And at the end of the day, winning championships for the fans and for our teammates.
Danny Beal joining us. Danny, we'll let you get back to work or go watch a movie or whatever you have planned for this Monday evening.
Start prepping for the exit interview, whenever that is. Hopefully that's like end of June. But the exit interview is going to be epic. Yeah. There's a lot of truth's going to come out.
National championships like the third week of June.
Yeah.
We were prepping for it damn near July. So yeah, I think that'll be around when it is.
Yeah.
All right, DB.
I'm talking about the Pirate Radio days. not the Cliff. You probably got that one locked up. I mean, that's, appreciate everything, hug you, you're a legend type of interview. But the Pirate Radio exit interview is going to be great. Danny, we going Celtics over Pacers in 5? How many you think?
6. I'll give them 6. I'll give them 2 games. They'll win. They'll beat us in game 2 just because we suck in game 2s, and then they'll get one in Indiana. But we'll close out 6.
Celtics in 6. DB, thank you, buddy. Keep up the good work. We'll talk to you again soon, man.
Yep, sounds good. Great talking to you guys.
All right, there is DB, Danny Beal, joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line, live from Clearwater. Scotty Bill on YouTube says, "Can't make me cry, Roy." And then we'll go back live to Clearwater, Florida, and talk to the AAC Player of the Week, Jacob Jenkins-Cowart, joining us on the program. JC, how you doing, man? Sensational. I asked you last week about, do you think you could hit one in the Tiki Bar in left field out there in Clearwater? And you put on quite an oppo display against Rice, I guess practicing maybe to try to hit one. Did all of your home runs you hit against Rice go to left field?
It did. It was actually very unique wind day. I'm not going to say that, or wind weekend. I'm not going to say that I couldn't have hit them out without the wind, but they definitely helped. Usually, the wind either blows out to right or in from right, and it was kind of blowing right over the batter's eye this weekend, which was absolutely a treat for the hitters.
And you took advantage of that. Brandon Manning, you're a baseball guy. Sometimes you guys start throwing around vernacular I'm not familiar with because I'm not a baseball guy.
Yeah.
My career ended freshman year. Conley broke my thumb. Would have been great, but injury took me out of it.
Millsy would have loved to have you.
During the break, you said JC takes donkey hacks.
Yes.
Is that a baseball term?
That is for those who watch him swing. No matter what, he gets up there, gets on the plate, and just swings. It's great. I love it.
JC, donkey hacks. Is that cool? You like that?
Yeah, I mean, I actually feel more under control than you would think.
I'm glad you feel under control, because I mean I'm like, God, he's if he hits that one again, it's going to go 800 feet. I mean, every time you saw, I'm like, God, there's just, I mean, your separation in hands and legs, and when you start going and explode to the ball, I mean, it's a good swing, man. It's just great to see. I mean, and it always looks better from the left side. Y'all sort of cheat because it just looks
got that
better.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, don't compare him to Ken Griffey Jr.
I'm saying the left-handed swing.
Yeah, the left-handed swing. They just do look better. I mean, they look better in everything they do. I just can't get it. I don't understand it. It's not fair. But do love. I mean, when you start separating and load the hands up, when you're so spread with your base, man, it's a great thing to see when those hands go through the zone the way you swing it.
And on that note, JC, have you, like, with Coach Lartigue coming in, Packard being a part of the program for a year or so now, like, have you changed anything with the way you swing, or has it all been pretty similar to when you came here?
Well, I wouldn't say to the naked eye, I haven't changed anything, but I've changed a lot. We'll put it that way. And it's more of it's literally in my back knee. So when my back knee, I mean, you could see it on a picture if I pointed it out, but my back knee, it used to bend like just regular 90 degrees straight, like my knee towards my toe when I loaded. We'll put it that way. And now we've got it to where my back knee is almost pointing at the catcher, so that when I finish my load, I can't fall backwards. I have to go forward towards the ball, which is something that's helped me. And that's something that Coach Lartigue introduced to me. Because if you never stop loading, you can't go forward and hit the ball with any real power.
Feel like you're able to catch up to velocity a little bit easier like that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Times last year in my freshman year where, I think 10 of my 13 home runs my freshman year were on breaking balls because I was on time for them, but I was never on time for heaters. And I just got away with, having good hands, being able to get inside a fastball and force it out to left field.
Have you changed how close you are to the plate?
Yes.
Okay.
I won't.
Because I feel like people were pitching you away a lot, to try to, but then busting you in. So I feel like when you're getting out now, they got in on your hands a little bit because you do get extended, a lot. So
I think I used to be closed off a little bit, really involuntary. I didn't really mean to, but just the way I got in the box, my front foot was about 2 or 3 inches closer to the plate. But now I went through a little stint. I'm probably about an inch open now. So
cool deal.
I had to move closer to the plate so that my open stance wouldn't take away any range, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
JC joining us on the phone. Brandon Manning here. I had a back knee joke, but you asked a good baseball question and got it in. But anyway, I'll say that my doctor gave me some cream for my back knee that I'm working on. Hey, we got a chuckle. We got a chuckle. We got a little chuckle there. I always ask you guys, what's going right when you get on one of these hot streaks. Jacob, you mentioned the wind was advantageous for you, but I guess were they pitching you out there in that Rice series? Is that why you go ahead?
I think it really all comes down to every time I was looking for a certain pitch, I got it. And Henry and Coach G put together these plans, and they say, hey, we're going to see this. There's a sinker guy. They had a lot of sinker guys, so the ball's running away from us. They said, we're going to look for the ball middle end, and it's going to run, towards the outer third of the plate, and you just got to stay on it. And I feel like I just was lucky enough to get a couple of those pitches when I was looking for them. And then I was able to put a good swing on it. And I think just about every hitter in the world is at their best when they're trying to go to the opposite field. It just really keeps you centered and keeps your direction in the right spot. So I think that was another plus.
Yeah, I mean, when you see the ball deep like that, you can pick up rotation, you pick up everything a bit better. So, I mean, it's very good. You had a lot of good swings that way.
Jacob Jenkins-Cowart joining us, one of many Pirates honored today. JC, you were the player of the week and also taking home first team all-conference honors. And as we always say, the team goals are the biggest honors you want. But what does it mean to you to be on that first team with a lot of your East Carolina teammates?
Yeah, I think it just it's obviously a great feeling. I think it just shows how well we've played as a unit. When you got 7 guys on first team, 2 on second team, and 2 on the all-freshman team, I mean, it's got to be hard for those coaches to vote for anybody else when we're playing as well as we are as a team.
We got a stat to consider, John. Can you help us out with that real quick? Johnny Stats is in with a Jacob Jenkins-Cowart stat. Maybe this is more for
the stats to consider.
Thank you. This is more for Cliff. When JC bats 4 or 5 in the lineup, he's hitting .452 with a home run in every 10.4 at bats, RBI in every 2.2 at bats, 73 ABs, 33 hits, 33 ribbies, 7 dingers. So we need you in that 4 or 5 spot.
Actually, funny story. When we got to Tulane, I don't really want to talk too much about being at Tulane, but when we got Sunday, I was in the 4 hole, and I went up to Coach. I was like, Coach, I'm home.
There you go.
That's something that I've noticed. Like, I don't know what it is about the 4 and 5, but it's a good spot.
All right, let's keep it rolling.
You got fast guys that are going to get on, so you can get RBIs too, bud.
Really, yeah.
That helps when you got 2 good guys hitting 1-2 that are going to be on in front of you.
Just about every attempt.
Yeah.
And McChrystal's heating up. He's a really good back stretch of the year, and Starling in the 4 hole. I mean, it was just that was I think my favorite lineup we've rolled out there.
A lot of options when you got the hitters that East Carolina does. Get your Schools Out No Rules shirt at Shimmer. Those have been selling great. First lot sold out. You can go pick one up at Shimmer. And JC was hitting with no rules abandoned against Rice.
Yeah.
Clobbering the baseball. So hopefully we can keep that up.
Yeah.
JC, thank you, man. I heard y'all might watch a movie tonight. Any idea what you'll be watching?
I think we're watching it's a little Netflix short, Redeem Team. It's about the Redeem Team.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Who would have thought it?
It's right there in the title.
It's about the Redeemed.
JC, thank you, man. And we'll keep in touch. Talk again soon. Good luck this week.
Thank you. Also, Cliff, check my text. It's very funny.
I did see that. Are you going to sink that ship, or what are you going to do when it's coming to shore?
This thing is crazy. It's been going back and forth all day.
There's a pirate ship.
Hey, Tommy, we're playing with your ding.
Out on the high seas.
That's actually a ship.
It's deep in Igo, I'm telling you.
Name redacted.
Igo's trying to port. So, all right.
Hey, bring it home, buddy.
See you, man.
Thank you.